be my arrogance, but ain't nobody stopping me. That's how it go when you pay for them shows and you study that pimp biology.
And if we're on YouTube, it's got to be for something special, right? That's right. Another brand new live chat with, and we got a really special guest. Is he half man? Is he half turkey? We'll fucking find out today. The one and only Turkey Tom joins us. What's going on, bud?
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Not bad, you know. Went to breakfast this morning. Went out to breakfast at a very fine IHOP establishment. So that was good. I got home and here we are. We're on the air.
That's a good summation of the morning, man. How was IHOP? I'm a breakfast man. That's speaking my language.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I like they got the chocolate chip pancakes. That's pretty good stuff. I had a lot of fun.
Indeed, man. So, you know, we got to start right here, if anywhere, you know, because you just returned. So first off, congratulations on returning. You took a little bit of time off from YouTube. And I would say you came back with a pretty successful video, right? The Pewds video, I would say pretty damn successful. So congratulations. Welcome back. And where you been?
Where I've been? I don't know. My upload schedule has like deteriorated since summer. During the summer, I was uploading like once a week, and then, you know, school starts. So that slowly gets slower and slower. And every year around this time, I just like don't upload for like 2 months at a time. So the last video I uploaded was like 5 days ago. The one before that one was like 2 months ago.
Right.
The one before that one was a month before that one. And then, you know, so yeah.
Do you see that as part of the reason why you've yet to, everyone thinks you're easily going to be 100, 200, 300,000 K subscriber guy at some point. Do you think that upload schedule has kind of slowed you down more than you thought it would? Or is this all just kind of, just kind of part of the plan?
I mean, it slowed me down for sure. I sort of, last year when I started slowing down uploads a bit during this time, because like, you know, I'm at the point where like school matters at least a little bit. So I got to try. And so, you know, last year it slowed down around this time too. It's just the same thing, and you know, I'm less disappointed by it this year because like I saw it coming. I was like, all right, this is what's going to happen. But you know, I know like as soon as I get to summer, I'll probably pick right back up where I left off.
Well, 2 videos back, I mean, you're already back in the green. You're already getting some good positives there. You know, you're starting to grow again pretty damn rapidly. So that's a positive, right? So it's every time you take those breaks, because sometimes that's one of the biggest things that can screw people over on YouTube or anything. You know, absence doesn't always make the heart grow fonder, especially when there's so many other people around. So to be able to come back, and even though, yes, it is the biggest topic you can talk about, it's PewDiePie, still, regardless, to come back and have 2 videos do as well as they have so far, and your growth going back, how does that feel? Does it kind of make you feel validated a little bit as a creator? Oh, God, was that pretentious?
No, I get what you mean. I think for sure, like when you're not uploading, you know, sometimes it feels like you're not growing. It feels like people have forgotten about you. But I think, you know, both times I've sort of come back after like a 2-month break, I've gotten, you know, at least like pretty much all of my subscribers to watch my videos. So that's promising, I think. To know that right when I get back, I can like start getting growth again, get like a few hundred subs a day, as opposed to like when I'm not uploading, I get like maybe 10 a day, 20 a day.
Right.
You know, yeah, to be getting that many right when you come back is sort of like reassuring. Like, okay, like I can still do this.
That's a good sign.
Something I've forgotten how to be good at. Yeah.
I think you're kind of at a little bit of an advantage being as young as you are, because you're still like what, 16, 17 years old?
Yeah, I'm 16. I'll be 17 this year.
Right, you're still. I mean, so you have an advantage. You have advantages and you have disadvantages. You know, you have school, you have things that you have to do as an obligation. But you also have the ability to, you know, be at school. You're with your demographic for the most part. You know, you're around kids your own age, your kids younger than yourself. You kind of got your finger on the pulse. So how do you view all this, you know, YouTube success while doing school? Do you see it as a curse? Do you see it as part of the reason why you've been able to succeed? How do you balance all that?
I don't know. The balance was hard for me for sure, because like I find that like when I find something I'm interested in, it's the only thing I care about, like ever. And,
right.
Like, everything else just gets pushed aside, and I'm like, yeah, I could do this assignment that's due tomorrow, or I could just work on a video and maybe get it done, during study hall or something. Maybe like manage to fudge it. Maybe I can like procrastinate. I like search my head for ways I can like get out of my responsibilities to just do whatever I want.
Already sound like an adult.
But oh yeah. But I've gotten a lot better about it recently, which is why like the 2-month break I take is because I'm like, could I maybe work on a video right now? Yeah. But I've got other things to take care of, especially during the school year. So
right.
I've sort of learned to I think it's hard for me to prioritize things in order. I just need to have one thing to do at a time. And if I can just focus on that, then I'll be all good. Because like when I think about doing YouTube, like it's the only thing that's ever on my mind. It like consumes everything I think about pretty much.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. And so like, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is like I don't like breaking up the time that I make videos either.
Right.
I like to make them all in like one sitting. Like 3 days, I get 3 days off. Like I can make a video in 3 days, no problem.
Oh,
I do like, yeah. So I think like it's less of an organized process as it is like simplified to the most simple it can be, where like these 2 months I'm just going to focus on school. Maybe for 1 week here I'll just do YouTube if I don't have a lot of schoolwork. So that's really how it's had to be.
Is that mandated by you, or something that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to younger YouTubers? Do your parents get involved? I mean, like my kid she's 14 now. She's starting to show some inclination towards art and maybe wanting to do a YouTube thing with that. And the first thing I thought of was like, oh, fuck, this puts me in a spot. What am I going to say? How am I going to regulate that? Do your parents get involved with that? Or do you just kind of steer that ship and do your own thing? And they're just kind of like, tell me when you make money.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you say that. They didn't care, they cared until it made money. And then they were like, okay, you do whatever you want. I don't care.
Really?
So now it's like, now my dad's like, Tom, you should make a YouTube video. And I'm like, I've got to study. He's like, yeah, you could make a YouTube video too, Tom. I was like, all right, Dad.
Oh shit! Are your parents getting thirsty? Oh shit!
No. I think they haven't like taken any money or anything. They're just like, I think once they saw that I had the potential to make money, they were like, all right, school can take a back seat for now.
Have you always been a good student though?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. I think I was a better student when I was younger. I kind of
probably
stopped putting in as much effort, I guess. But I'm still I think my GPA is like 3.5. So.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So that's cool that they don't get involved with us. But if you started fucking up, I'm sure they might have to step in a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if I really took a digger, they'd probably get angry at me and be like, all right, you got to reprioritize your life, Tom. You got
just a little bit.
You got to think about college, Tom. And I'll be like, all right, I'll do that.
Those checks aren't coming in like they used to, son. You better start thinking about college. What's this demonetization stuff, Turkey Tom? Shit, go to college.
This guy named Matt on my TV just told me YouTube's not going to be around in a week, Tom.
It's very possible, yeah. Oh, God, that's funny. Do you have to justify anything to your parents when it comes to that type of stuff? Do they watch your videos? Do they see the things that you say?
I mean, it was hard to I didn't tell them at first for probably a good 8 months that I was doing it.
Really?
And yeah, because I was like, they just don't need to know. I don't think they'd care. And then eventually I just mentioned it passingly to them, and then they were I don't know, they're not quite boomers, but they're close. They understand technology, but they don't understand they're like, you millennials. And I'm like, okay, Mom, all right.
Well, you're so young. They're probably not much older than I am. They're probably right around Tommy's age, if I had to guess.
Yeah, my dad is, how's Tommy, 42?
Yeah, about 42, 43.
Yeah, my dad's 46. My mom is 39 or 40. So,
oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still in the game. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. They're not quite boomers, but I was going to say I don't know. It was hard to explain to them at first, I don't know. I guess I understand it because from the outside looking in, you look at a commentary video, you think what the fuck is this? What is he talking about? What is he doing? What am I seeing on the screen?
Right.
What is this gay little character in the corner of the screen? Why is this not a movie? Why are there no actors? When you're an adult and you haven't experienced a lot of that online content, it's hard for them to understand. For the longest time, they they called it like cartoons. They were like, "You're making cartoons today, Tom?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Mom. I'm making Tom and Jerry over here."
You're gonna go do
So
the cartoons there, Tom. I love it.
yeah, my mom actually has like a European accent. She's like, I don't know, I can't really imitate her accent. It's Bulgarian. I don't know. I don't know
Really?
how
Oh
you do that.
God, that's great. In Soviet
It's like
Russia.
oh my god. I mean, close to that, yeah. But
Oh my God, your mom is Yakov Smirnoff. How great would that be? Like if your mom's Yakov Smirnoff and your dad be Gallagher, it'd be the most amazing thing ever, and you'd never go wanting for watermelon. So that's just fantastic. Sorry about that. Rant.
that's fucking epic. I thought so. Yeah,
You're
but
like, who the fuck are either of those two, asshole? I'm 16. I don't know who they are.
I think like one of the first videos they saw was like the Digibro one,
Oh
and they were
God.
like, they like pointed at it. They're like, "Who is this? That's not you. Why is he here? Is this yours?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." They don't like the concept of like a thumbnail didn't make sense to them until like probably 2 months ago. Like,
Oh really?
yeah. Overall, I don't like talk to them about it that much. It's not like I'm like, "Hey, Dad, I just uploaded this video." Like, that's never how I've been. I've always like kind of kept my stuff to myself, I think. But like, I don't know. It's hard to explain to anyone that hasn't like grown up using the internet the same way you have and come to the same community
Right.
you has. Like, it's a very abstract concept.
Yeah, how are you supposed to explain it? It's a very difficult thing. You can explain it in simple business terms, but that doesn't really cover it, especially to somebody who's not completely ingrained in it. One thing that I don't know if people ask about when it comes to this type of stuff, but right now one of the hot things on YouTube and the hot things in the internet is the conversation over doxing. It's starting to become an actual conversation, which is fucking crazy to me. How this is even a conversation, that people are justifying it now. It's making me even crazier. But as somebody who, like me, I'm 36 years old. Everything that I do is representative of me and myself, and that's really it. If people want to go fuck with my kid or my family members, that's completely fine, but the buck really does end up stopping here. With you and people who are younger who become these big, stars, these celebrities and all the type of such. And I'm talking even younger than you and some people who've gotten really, really ridiculously huge. Is there a worry, a concern about the doxing thing becoming a problem for your parents at this point? Is that something has that conversation ever happened? Has ever come across your mind? What do you think about that, especially now with this doxing thing becoming so big?
Yeah, well, I actually, just in case, I know some people with the police station, so does my dad, so I whitelisted myself like iDubbbz explained he did. I thought that was a good idea. So I called them and I was like, if someone says I'm like holding hostages, just send like a squad car instead of like a whole SWAT team to like break down my door and take all my shit. So, I whitelisted myself with them, and I call them like once a year just to make sure. And then apart from that, I don't think it's that big of a worry. Like, I don't have any like family secrets I'm hiding really.
That's good.
It wouldn't be like that. It wouldn't be like that detrimental if I was doxxed. Do I want to be doxxed? No, I value my privacy. Actually, one time somebody tried to dox me with a link. They registered the domain turkeytom.com, I believe.
Oh yeah.
And it had an IP grabber on it. So they sent that to me, and I clicked the link. They didn't get the right docs, but they got kind of close. It was like within 50 miles of me, so they were close.
They almost got you. You almost got fucking taken, son.
Yeah. I don't know why it was so off though. Like, it was considerably off. I expected them to be like maybe a mile off, but it was pretty off. But anyway,
because they were bad hackers. That's why.
Oh yeah, I guess that like scared the shit out of me for like a night. I was like freaking out. I was like, what's gonna happen? So in the morning, I was like, Dad, someone might send someone to our house.
What does he say to that?
He's just like, all right, Tom, I don't know. You're taking responsibility. Mom's getting angry at you if it happens. And I was like, all right, I can deal with that.
That's funny. That's pretty funny. Have you ever thought of doing any content with your parents, like bringing them on and getting their opinions on things?
Oh, God, no.
Like making little animated avatar. I mean, everybody does it eventually. You get on this thing long enough, you start running out of fucking ideas, man. Like, fuck, you got to get your parents involved. That's not even a thought for you?
No, I would never. I would never even acknowledge that I have parents on my channel.
Smart. That's a
Never
very
mind.
smart thing. You
Yeah,
you were hatched. You have no actual parents. Yes, that's a
that's
very
right.
smart thing.
I mean. Plus, like, I feel like I don't know when you're a kid, like people can still take you seriously on YouTube. Like when you're like 15, 16, 17, like people can still take you seriously. But once it comes to the into the equation, like people remember that you're like a kid who like lives with his parents and like eats their food and like shit like that. I feel like it's harder to take you seriously. So I just like don't mention that I have parents at all. I
No, it's a
don't
very smart
acknowledge.
thing. That is one of the most self-aware things I think I've heard any commentary channel or really any creator even said, because that's an important thing to remember. You're constantly fighting an uphill battle with old fucks like me. Because what do you know? You're 16. I have more time shitting on this planet than you do living. Why should I listen to you? You're always fighting that battle. So that's a very smart thing to do. It's a very subtle reason for having the avatar the way you do. That's very smart. I was not expecting that. Not that you're not smart, but
Yeah,
that's a
I
very
actually
smart answer.
That's okay. I've like neglected to say my age. Uh, I
Oops.
didn't tell anyone my age publicly until it was like I don't know until like I got like 10,000 subscribers. I think in that
Okay.
video someone asked me how old I was in the comments and I answered honestly. But prior to that, I don't think I'd said it even once. And after that, I have not mentioned it at all. Like that's the only video where you'll find me say like I'm this age. In other videos, I either lie about my age, like I'll be like it's me, 54-year-old Turkey Tom, as like a joke, obviously, um, or something like that. But I don't think apart from that, I don't think I've ever acknowledged my age.
Well, it's
Maybe on
smart
my
because
birthday.
you have a deep voice, so it's smart.
Do I?
You
Do
got
I?
you got a pretty deep voice, yeah, fairly deep, fairly deep.
Yeah, a lot of people think that I'm like like 18 or like 19 before they know my age.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's probably fair, somewhere around there. Definitely not a 14, 15, 16 year old, no question. So it's a good
Yeah,
thing to have.
well,
It's a
I
smart thing
look
to hide.
I look like I'm 13. I'm deceptively a little taller than most 13-year-olds, but I look just like it.
Oh
Like
God.
the other day I was in Syracuse and I went to this Greek dude's restaurant and he's like, even though he is taller, he look younger. And I was like, thank you, fucking hero now. So
Did you
yeah,
get any free shit? That's the only thing that's important. Yeah, your free stuff, free samples.
yeah, I got some baklava that was free with the Greek dude.
I just had, you know, that's fucking weird. You just said that. I just had baklava for the first time like a month ago. Holy
Oh
God,
really?
where was that in my life?
Yeah, I know it's good stuff.
I'm far too fat to have never tried it before. That shit's amazing. Holy
It
God.
is. Oh yeah, my grandmother makes it. I mean, it makes you feel unwell after you eat it every time, but I eat it
It's
anyway.
that good. Yeah, I agree. It's so decadent. After you eat like one or two pieces, you're just fucking dead. I agree.
Oh yeah.
I agree. All right, I want to ask you a couple things here when it comes to just the whole, since we're in this little realm right now of like awareness and that type of thing. Just I like the fact that you're aware of the fact that your age can be a detriment to what you're trying to do on YouTube, which leads me to one of the most difficult questions. But I got a feeling you have an answer because you had to explain this to your parents. You're in school. I'm sure there are people who ask you. So this is probably fairly easy, easier for you than a lot of other people that I've had to ask it to. And that is describe yourself. When you're talking to others and you're telling them what you do with your YouTube channel, how brutally honest are you that you simply just fucking hate everything?
Man, I don't tell anyone about it. I never explain it openly. Like if it was my choice, no one would know in real life per
Really?
se. Maybe like one person, but like I wouldn't want anyone to know. I don't know. It's so
That makes
odd.
sense.
Like it's so odd explaining it to people because one, they just don't get it and they just won't get it really, like indefinitely.
Yeah.
Um, and two, it's like a weird thing to just like bring up. Like I never bring it up. I don't want people to know. It's almost embarrassment. I feel when I talk about it. It's
Oh,
not
that's
it's not
funny.
embarrassment. It's like similar. It's like similar to that.
This is not
You
an
know,
e-fame thing for you. Not even a little bit, huh?
I don't want people in real life to know. On the internet, I'll be famous, but I don't want anyone in real life to ever know it's me. You
Oh,
know,
that's funny.
like I don't want someone to come up and be like, "Yo, what's up, Turkey Tom?" Like, don't call me Turkey Tom ever in person. Like when I go to VidCon, I'm gonna wear a sign that says Tom, and like if anyone calls me Turkey Tom, I'll fucking punch them in the throat. I don't want to be called Turkey Tom.
I think you should put that whole disclaimer on the sign. If you call me Turkey Tom, you're getting throat punched. That way, if anybody calls you Turkey Tom, that's a legal contract. You can throat punch them. I'm pretty sure. I think probably not. Don't
Oh
do
yeah.
that.
I mean, I don't think I'd go away for that long. Maybe like a night, and they let me off. Be like, you can get out. I look kind of Hispanic. I might get off free in Cali. Anyway,
At least offered a
um,
gardening job at the very least. So yeah, it's possible.
hell yeah, hell yeah. Um, but so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like telling people in person about it. Like one of my close friends in real life, like we like talk about it sometimes because he's like sort of like I don't know. I like introduced him to a lot of this stuff, but he kind of gets it. Like no one else gets it. He kind of like understands a little bit of like about it and stuff like that. You know, like he watched like Monkey Jones for a while, and like he used to make the YouTube videos too. So he kind of like understands it. He's kind of like in it a little bit, but I don't know. He's the only one I'm willing to talk to about it. And honestly, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have told him. I think like if
Right.
I could go back to when I was like 14 and I did tell him in like passing that I made a YouTube channel, I think I shouldn't have told him. But it's too late now. And now I'd say like not that many kids, but more kids than I would like in like my grade know about it.
Oh,
Like
really?
I remember, yeah, one time a chick in my fucking in like my last period class. Actually, this happened like twice. She did the same thing. She was like, our like teacher was like getting up something on YouTube. She's like, "Yo guys, we should watch some Turkey Tom." And I was like, "Oh my god." I just didn't say anything. I wasn't gonna like acknowledge it. I just like looked at her and like looked down.
You just glared at. So did they play any?
No,
Oh,
thank
that would have
God.
been amazing. That would have been. What do you do? What do you do? You just, oh God, hope nobody noticed. Hope nobody noticed. Hope nobody noticed. Oh God.
It'd be so odd to like I don't know to show that to that many kids. I
But
don't like showing anything I make to people in real
you
life.
got to be still
Personally,
hoping for laughs, though, right? I mean, like it's like, let's see if we get some laughs.
I don't think they really understand the humor. Like they I don't think I'm that funny first of all, but I think when I do make jokes that are like somewhat like passable, like I don't think they'd get it. I don't think it would register to them.
Why do you think that
Like
is?
I don't know. They're not like this is
You
gonna
feel
sound a
you feel
little
that different
this
from
is
your class? I mean, like your comedic stylings and stuff. Is that different?
yeah. Well, I wanna say that like I don't know. This is gonna sound a little e-faggy. I don't know if that's what you call it or whatever. Like I feel like in terms of memes, like the commentary community is pretty up to date. It's pretty near the
Yeah,
front, you
it
know.
is.
Like it's before Reddit, it's before a lot of things, and I feel like we get memes pretty quickly
Yeah.
before they start blowing up on Instagram everywhere. I feel like the memes I'm looking at are like a little ahead of them, and so like they're not quite at like the stage of like kind of like edgy appreciation that I am. Like I don't think I'm an edge lord, but I like edgy humor. I'm not gonna like hide that. Like I love it.
Not
So
exactly an edge lord, exactly, but I like the edgy humor. It's okay.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
perfectly
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Basically, yeah. You fucking asshole. Anyway, so yeah,
What man? Hey,
they
you're the
like
one who was nitpicking it. I didn't do shit, dude. All I did was reframe, baby. That's all I did.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think I don't know. It's hard to explain to them like because the YouTube they watch. I don't even think honestly. I don't think the people I go to school with watch that much YouTube, but the ones that do watch YouTube watch like vloggers, people with a lot of subscribers,
Right.
or, like 10 million plus. Because like you know you have to really explore YouTube quite a bit, or
Yeah,
like know some people on the lower levels to get invested in them. Like
this is true.
not that many people watch. I'd say not that many people watch channels with under like 10 million subscribers. So like
We
oh, small
forget that
channel, it's probably not that
100,000 is
good.
pretty small. We forget that
Oh
in the
yeah,
world of YouTube and what people are watching, 100,000 is a fairly small, and that is still like to me that's huge, right? But I mean, like, it's still only 10 times larger than where I am at the moment. So while it's big, it's certainly, I get where you're coming from. I get what you're saying. There's all these huge channels that are getting right now, especially a lot more press and publicity and being pushed to the forefront of YouTube. So of course that's what they're watching. So that makes sense. So that gives you a little anonymity.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't like showing people anything I make in real life. It's almost an embarrassment thing. Like I just don't want them to know. Like maybe like a few people I'd like to
Yeah.
show, but like you know, I don't know. It's just I've never felt like I wanted to like go out and tell other people like, yo guys, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Turkey Tom.
You're not
Like
you're not wearing Turkey Tom merch,
yeah, yeah, no, never, never, never.
You should do an I am Turkey Tom shirt and just fuck with everybody. Wear it all the time. Get everyone else to wear it. Give some shit away. That'd be great.
Yeah, I don't have any merch, but my friend actually bought a picture. He bought a Zippo lighter with a picture of me on it. Um,
Nice. Got to get on that
so
merch, man.
yeah,
Someone's gonna make money off your
yeah.
likeness. It might as well be you.
I'll let like the you know those companies in Tokyo. I'll let them contact me. I'll license out the Turkey Tom brand for them. They can print them
Smart.
on little like action figures and like Jolly Ranchers
Give
and
everyone
sell
lead
them.
poisoning. It'd be great.
Hell yeah.
Fucking fantastic. So with hiding, well, not hiding. Hiding's the wrong word, but concealing or not really caring if people know so much about what I think what many would consider a big portion of your life being YouTube. What's your not YouTube life like? What would you think is the most interesting thing about you, or most interesting thing that you've done that has nothing to do with YouTube whatsoever?
I mean, a lot of people seem to think that I'm a lot more like invested in YouTube than I am.
Yeah, I
Like
think
there
you're
was
a
a
huge
time when
fan.
it was
Yeah.
like, yeah. I mean, I am. I want to clarify. Like, I used to be like really into YouTube. Like it was like all I thought about. Like it was hard to not talk to some people about it because it was like all I was ever thinking about.
Right.
I'd say now I've like, I don't know, times when I've got to just like push it to the back of my mind, and during those times, honestly, I like barely think about it. When I'm like growing a lot or like when I'm uploading a lot, I'll frequently check my sub count.
Yeah.
I haven't checked my sub count in like a week or something like that. Like, I
Really?
don't know what it is. Like yeah. So I don't know. It's like it's like a weird thing. I hmm.
So what do you do? Well, when you since when you're not doing the YouTube, you're not obsessing about it. What do you do in real life? What's some of your hobbies and interests? Are you good at the saxophone and we just don't know about it? What's something about Turkey Tom that might razzle and dazzle the people who love you so much?
Um, obviously I have school.
Well,
That
yeah.
takes up a good part of it. Apart from that, I play the piano. I don't play the saxophone, but I've been playing the
Oh,
piano for like 7 years.
no
So
shit.
yeah. So I play that. I don't know. I like I watch a lot of movies and TV. Uh, I watch a lot of Sopranos and stuff like that. So
Oh God. No wonder why you like Tommy. You're like, oh, this is real life. Look at that shit.
yeah. Tommy C would be like in the background of one of those episodes, like fucking watching everything happen like a creepy fuck.
Tommy C
Um,
would be the MC at the fucking at the Bada Bing. That's where Tommy C would be.
maybe. I don't know. He's real. He's from Jersey. I know he's from like right around where that takes place.
Oh
So.
yeah, he'll God. You want to get him on a good tangent? Bring up the fucking intro to Sopranos. He'll tell you all the fuck about it. It was like in his neighborhood. He'll tell you all about it. It's fucking amazing. I've
But
known that man for too long.
maybe
Oh,
maybe you just
God.
know him too well. You guys are like
Jesus.
almost married at this point.
You know, I don't. I've been getting that way too much lately. Fucking Huffman called me the mom and him the dad and the fucking. What the hell's going on? What type of reputation do I even have anymore? This is fucking bullshit. I swear to God.
I don't know. Maybe you're the mom. I don't really know you that well.
You know, I'm
Well, I'll
definitely
tell you
more
if you're the
mature.
mom by the end of this.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll take that. I'm definitely
Probably.
more bitch like. There's no question.
But I think like oh, what were we talking
I
about
have no
again?
idea. I'm just gonna go to the next question because I completely fucking forgot. That's okay.
Okay.
Something I don't want to go too far into this. I know it's finally starting to go away a little bit, but I mean, it just happened. It is kind of the elephant in the room. So I kind of want to get your thoughts and opinions on everything that just happened with the NCO situation. How do you view it? Where do you see it? And what do you hope the legacy or how the NCO will be remembered? Or do you care if it is at all?
I don't know. I guess I'll just talk about the NCO as a whole. But some things I'll probably keep private,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I think it was like the ninth or 10th member. I don't know. There were only a few people there when I joined. I think I remember when Jay Schlatt was added, like number 13 or 14. I remember I was like number 9. There were a few people. It was like James, being the right opinion, James Marriott,
Yeah.
Average Pixel, Mr. Amazing, Benji, and there were like a few other people that were there. Um, and then it's a really great group chat. Like I enjoy it a lot. We have a lot of good discussions. Eventually, we added people, like increasingly larger people
Yeah.
who
Grew
are
to almost
growing
like
in the
what,
community.
50?
Yeah. I think at the height we had like 54 or something. There were a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not all of them were that active. Obviously, I'd say there were probably like 30 active members, and the other 20 were like semi-active, and then maybe five or six of them like just typed like once a month, maybe.
Right.
So there were definitely some inactives, but it was a great group chat. As for what happened recently, honestly, even though I am, or I guess I was, like a member of the NCO, like I was one of the first people
Yeah.
in it, I was kind of half paying attention to the criticism. I barely understand any of it. I know there's someone named Zoom who's like a bad doxer or something. I
Yeah.
watched like part of Nicholas Diorio's video about it, but it was boring, so I was like, fuck this.
God damn. So you
I don't
just
know.
said fuck it completely. You didn't have anything to do with the situation, so you just washed your hands of it completely.
I mean, it's not that I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't named, so, and I mean, first of all, nobody in there did anything wrong, I think.
Okay.
But I wasn't named, so like I don't know. I like half paid attention. I like don't really care about it that much. Like I went on Augie's show yesterday, and he was like, "Yo, Tom, you want to weigh in?" And I was like, "Weigh in on what?" Like I had no idea what was going on. I just joined the chat on his server so I could be on stream and just like fuck around. And he kicked me off after like 30 seconds. Like I don't know. I just don't.
Because you didn't give him
I
what
just
he
haven't
wanted,
cared about
man.
it.
He wanted you to fucking weigh in. He wanted to get your thoughts on it. I'm not gonna rake you over the coals like that. I honestly, you already said something that I'm sure the chat's already starting to see, and they'll probably have something to say about it. I'm not gonna do that to you. I don't think there's really a point in that. Your opinion on it is your opinion on it, and again, it goes to the bigger fucking things that are happening, whether the discussion of doxing and what's right and how far a juice is really worth the squeeze. That could be something that we can have you on for another day if you want to talk about those things at great length. But it's really not.
We can talk about it a little now if you want. I don't care.
Well, fair enough.
I think
you said something
okay,
interesting because I got to ask a question. Then, if you're going to give me the green light on that, I got to ask a question because you said you don't feel anyone in the NCO did anything wrong. Can you elaborate on that? Because I think it's kind of clear at this point. There's people fucked up. The situation was handled incorrectly. But I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Well, people's opinion, but that's their perception. But my opinion is that I don't know. I don't think obtaining someone's docs is bad. I think spreading it is bad.
Right.
But I think we wanted to know more about him.
Mm-hmm.
He was taking legal action, potential legal action. At least we thought against someone, and we thought having more information about him would help us, get more evidence for all these things. Our intent was never to publish the docs or anything like that. So it's not like all of us got the docs. I think it was one or two people that actually retrieved it.
Yeah.
And then we discussed it, but and also like naming the NCO as a whole is dumb as fuck. Like I know Tommy has acknowledged that there's only like
I think he says like 7%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's barely. It's like 5%. Like maybe 10 of us were typing when all the Destiny stuff was going on. Maybe like 15.
Right.
But like there are so many people that just had nothing to do with it and weren't involved and were filled in later, or some of them don't even know about it, like and just don't care. And like that's not a bad way to go about life. I'm not criticizing them for that. I'm just saying it's dumb for I don't know. It's dumb to drag the whole NCO name through the mud when it was like 4 people that may or may not have fucked up depending on how you feel. I don't think they fucked up.
I think it's fair, but when one of those people involved is the leader, it changes things a little. I think if it's just
they say leader. Leader is such an arbitrary term.
He used the title himself. He's used it.
Well, yeah,
used it on my
technically,
show.
he created the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he created the chat, but he doesn't really direct us. Like he adds people.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But a leader, the word has to mean something of some kind. Somebody has to fall on a sword in some way, shape, or another when these type of things happen. The one thing you didn't mention, and again, we don't have to go too far into it, but the Keemstar thing is the big. That to me seems where it all got fucked up. So where did you fall on that, if you don't mind me asking? Were you okay with Keemstar?
What do you mean the Keemstar?
Well, Keemstar being added to the entire situation, him having anything to do with the NCO at all. I mean, one point that I think is irrefutable is that Tommy made, and not to defend Tommy at all, but that the whole reason why the NCO was made was, really the anti-Keemstar, the people who were not going to be controlled by him, and then you guys bring him in. So.
Okay, I think that is kind of a false narrative, what you said there. The thing about a lot of people have been talking about that. The NCO was created to live without Keemstar. That wasn't really the goal. Like, that might have been mentioned originally, but that quickly faded, I'd say. Nobody really gave a shit about, like, nobody really hated Keemstar. Nobody was like, we're defying him. Like, we don't need Pyrocynical and Keemstar, those losers. But, like, it had nothing to do with that. We just created it. Well, I didn't create it. James created it because he wanted to connect the community from small creators to big ones and give, talented people he saw as talented anyway, opportunities to succeed. And so I don't think it being against Keemstar is like this big, as prominent as a lot of people are making it out to be. So us adding him wasn't like without, out of the realm of possibility. We had added him before to talk about other stuff.
Yeah. I know. It seems weird to me because we live in a world where we've seen this play out before. We've seen Keem's involvements with commentary community groups in the past. He has tried to take them down, take them out. He's going on wars against many of the British YouTubers. I guess I'm just in that realm in my mind at this point where I don't see the point. When you guys were already got the job done, you had Just Destiny dead to fucking rights. I mean, it was over, really. You didn't need to bring Keem in. So it's confusing to me. I think it confused a lot of people. Why bring in a guy like that for a situation you guys had clearly under control? But that's the last question I'll have on it.
You say we're dead to rights. I think there were still, I don't remember exactly the point when we added him, but I don't think we had all the information that we wanted. We were still seeking more, and we thought, I don't know the exact thought process for adding Keem. I remember being there when he was added, but I don't know exactly why people decided to add him. But he had expressed that he was interested in working with people about it. He had a much larger platform, so he could, bring the issue to a lot more people.
Right.
And I think ultimately him promoting it was part of what got it to PewDiePie's channel. So I think, it wasn't that we saw him as a necessary evil. We just saw him as someone who could help out.
Interesting. Okay, that's fair. I mean, like, you weren't at the top of there. You didn't make the decisions. I'm not going to hold you too accountable. That's your opinion on it. That's completely fine. I don't think there's really too much more of a need to go deeper than that. I think it's people are going to make of what they will.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as the NCO goes, I do think that it had a really good purpose for a long time. And you guys, I'm sure, will continue to support each other going forward as friends. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, good shit. You ready for a little autism?
Sure, I love autism.
Sometimes the best thing to do is to just break up the monotony with a little bit of fucking autism. So I'm going to direct everybody to the screen here in just a moment, because I want to start the questions over on Twitter with this, because one of the biggest ones, and I don't understand why this continues to be the question that you get more than anything else. And you know what it is? Because it's pure fucking retardation. And of course, this is brought to us by, ironically enough, Nick Diorio. Nick Diorio to Turkey Tom. With creators like Dolan Dark being an actual duck, how could you hope to compare to his influence while you're in fact not a turkey? It's almost false advertising in a sense. Now, that would be great if that was just on its own, but the General Crow comes right in and says, what you saying is you think I have to be a literal crow with a military rank? That is just stupid. By the way, Batman is not even a man. He is an alien. Batman is not a bat. And Captain America was never a captain. He was a major. Conlin Duck is not.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah.
I think they're serious. I think
Thoughts?
Nick was joking, and this person is genuinely offended. Upset. Like, what you saying is you think like that. Like, I don't think that would be a person like something a troll would write. I feel like this is like how this guy thinks, like in his head, like a fucking Neanderthal. But I think. Well, maybe they're disabled. I don't know.
It's very well. It's Nick. It's Nick Diorio, so definitely disabled.
Yeah, well, the second guy is what I'm concerned about hurting. I don't care about Nick. Yeah, disgusting.
Hey, you leave Nick alone.
You don't look like. Anyway,
my boy eats.
He does eat. That is true. I don't know. I mean, I've been getting those comments ever since Keemstar made that little funny hoo-ha moment like over a year ago. So
yeah, you get it all the time.
I just got to deal with it. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you were a country, your biggest import would be autism. You tend to import a lot of autism. Why do you think that is, man? You get a lot of fucking troll meme comments. Is just because that's your age, the tone of your work. What do you think it is, man? You bring in some special cases in your comments section, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think I'm like a Walmart. I kind of attract that crowd. But on the same note, like I feel like I don't know.
I got my title for the fucking for the interview. Turkey Tom, the Walmart of YouTube. Yes.
Oh my God.
Sorry. No. Yes. Continue. It's happening. Mark it down.
That's fucking
sir.
bad.
It's great.
Dude, that hurt.
It's amazing.
That hurts. If I got a comment saying you're the Walmart of YouTube, I might be sad for like 20 minutes, dude.
That's your first shirt. That's your first
harsh.
T-shirt. That's good merch. Please continue.
Anyhow, what were we even talking about? I don't remember.
Shit, I don't know. You were comparing yourself to the Walmart.
Oh,
of
the
YouTube.
tweet.
Yeah.
The tweet. Yeah. I don't know. The autism. I'm in my comments. Okay. I don't know. I think I've sort of attracted like a Monkey Jones-esque following.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of them are from that crowd. I've made multiple videos about him, so I think a lot of his fans have sort of been attracted to my channel because I'm like, I'm not quite the second best, but they're like, oh, no monkeys, we got to have some alternative.
Right.
Even if we don't make the same type of content, like I'm from like the same kind of group of YouTubers. I like do collabs with all of them.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that's part of it, but I don't know. Maybe my videos are just so good that only retarded people can understand them. I don't know.
They're so refined. Only those with a mental disability could really get the nuance. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. It's good. I'm changing the title right now, by the way. The Walmart of YouTube. I'll put a question mark if it makes you feel any better.
Yeah, the question mark leaves it open to interpretation. Makes it better.
Exactly. It's important. It's a very important thing. All right. So let's stay with the old Twitter questions, because I do got a couple of good ones here. And then we are going to start taking calls for with you guys as well. Also going to open up the floor to Turkey Tom, talk about whatever else he would like to at a certain point as well. But if you want to get into Discord and ask Turkey Tom any of the questions that he might have, remember, call him Tom. Don't even reference him as Turkey Tom. He will throat punch you.
Yeah, call me Tom.
Call him Tom. But if you want questions, get in there on Discord. I got one from Dueling Duelist Drew for you. And I'm kind of combining with him on this because right now one of the hot subjects going on is taking criticism. Taking criticism seems to be coming back in vogue. This was something that was big in the circles. Every year we get this realm of you can't take criticism. Well, you're a piece of shit. 'Cause you take the thing we always get. Well, right now it's back in vogue, and it has been for a little while. Nothing seems to make you a target quicker than showing that you can't take criticism or simple ball busting. So I kind of wanted to team up with Dueling Duels Drew on Twitter, and because there are just so many examples of how not to handle, and you've done a good job of exposing some of this yourself. So let me ask you, if you get an exposed video done on you, what is the proper way to deal with it or things of this nature?
I mean, when you say proper way, there are two ways you can go about that. There's like the proper way that will get you off the most easily, or the proper way that's probably like the right thing to do, like the...
Let's start with column A and then move to column B, because you're right. Moralistically is not always the right way financially.
Yeah, if you want to do like, when you say proper, if you want to do it and just get off easily, just apologize right away. Just say I fucked up. The smartest way, like the easiest way to get it, would just be like, as soon as you see any, just like admit that you fucked up. You could probably stop a lot of wildfires that way, I'd imagine. If you see people tweeting at you and like they're getting a few likes with like some piece of criticism, just respond to them and be like, I fucked up, I'm sorry. Like that's, if you want to get off the easiest, I'd say that's probably it. If you want to do it like the right way, I'd say you should just respond, however honest you are about it. I think like honesty is the best policy, but really like if you agree with the criticism, then you should say you fucked up and say you'll do better. If you disagree, you should say, I think this is dumb and here's X, Y, and Z, Y, but I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you could, I don't know. If you want to be a fake piece of shit, I'd say just apologize right away, no matter what, even if you disagree with it. If you want to try to be real, I'd say stick it out a little, kind of test your beliefs. If you're not as strong in your convictions as you are by the time a little bit of the controversy has happened, then chances are you should apologize because you think you fucked up. But if you're just as strong and you think everyone's wrong despite what they're saying, then you should just, you should stick to your guns. You should not apologize. Be like, I think you're all fucking stupid. Goodbye.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Is that what you look for when you do a video on somebody? Do you care how someone reacts? Like when you do something on someone specifically, are you looking for a reaction? If so, what are you looking for specifically, if anything at all?
I don't know. I feel like recently when I talk about content, I genuinely would like the people to improve. I feel like in the past, I didn't care if they responded. I was like, I just want to give my opinion in the video.
Right.
I don't really care if they improve in the end. Like I just want to get my point across. But I think this past 7 or 8 months, I've been like, okay, I hope this person genuinely, improves their stuff that I'm criticizing, or, I hope, if it's a video, I hope they get better at making videos. I hope they take at least a little bit of my advice to heart. If they, if they're acting like an idiot, I hope they stop. I hope they see the video and understand, because my videos aren't nice to people.
No,
I don't think they're that mean. I don't think they're that mean, to be honest.
No, they're not that bad.
No. They're not courteous, for sure. And so, I know what it's like
for
to
what
have.
It's worth, Nick is way meaner than you, to be fair. I mean, yeah. Okay.
And he has an ethnic excuse. But when
So
you
brutal. I love it. All right, continue.
I know how it feels to like have a video made about you. Like
Yeah.
even if it's like kind of a nice video, it's still it doesn't feel that great. But I think hmm, I want to say this. I think it's important that if you have to take everything with a grain of salt. You have to remember that people are trying to entertain as well as talk about you. The way that someone conveys criticism is not the purest in a video, at least, is not the purest form it could be. If they're being completely honest and because I won't lie, in my videos, obviously I exaggerate my personality a little bit.
Sure.
I don't talk like this in my videos, which is what everyone does. So you have to keep that in mind. Like everything people say is going to be in a video is going to be a little different from how they actually feel.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hopefully.
So, yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
I hope people aren't as crazy as they come off in a lot of these goddamn videos. Jesus, I mean, I'm pretty much the same. Everything that I'm basically this guy. If we're good, bad, or kill me indifferent, yeah, I'm basically this guy. But I don't have to put on a character. It's a little bit different when video makers to streamers. I don't think it's a very fair comparison when a lot of people try to make that.
One sec, I'll be right back.
No worries. I will entertain only like I can. Maybe I'll whip out a titty. I don't know. It depends how desperate I get for material. We're live at Turkey Time. If you guys want to get in Discord, we're about to take some calls. I don't know why I just said I whip out a titty, but hey, sometimes you got to do desperate things. I don't know what to say. Come on over to Waiting to Call, and we're going to take your calls, questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, quips, quotes, likes, loves, and so much more. Whatever you got, we certainly want, and hopefully you'll get over there and give us a couple of questiones for the one and only Turkey Time. It's good to see everybody up in chat. I see Juicy Anal Lick.
All right.
That motherfucker got me in the chat real good. All right, Tom, I want you to do me a favor.
Sure.
Look in the chat. I want you to go 6 comments from the bottom and pronounce that name. 7 comments from the bottom now, starting with Makad, going up 7. Pronounce that name.
1, 2, 3. This is rough. Okay, Makad. 1, 2, 3.
Above Pyoxes.
Leaping Lizard. Above Pyoxes. Oh boy. Austin TGB. I don't.
Nope.
Pegaze.
Nope. Shit. We're missing it. Now go down underneath Makad. Underneath Makad and Pyoxes. You're right there.
Underneath Makad and Pyoxes.
In between Makad and Pyoxes. Come on, we're there.
I
gotta
lost it. I lost it. I don't know.
It's Juicy Anal Lick, I believe, is the name.
Oh, Juicy and Alec. I see.
I love that you said it properly, too.
I just saw it.
God, what a name. I'm sorry. I really wanted to mind that joke badly.
Do you think they did it on purpose? You think that's their actual name?
I fucking hope so. I hope, Jesus, if anything is pure in this world, that man's name is Juicy Anal Lick. Holy fuck. That would make me incredible. It just absolutely just made his day. You're struggling, Tom.
Yeah. I'm struggling a little bit, yeah. I am Juicy Anal Lick.
Juicy. Oh, my God, please let that be his name. That's incredible. Sorry, before you left, we were talking about taking criticism and all of that, which is an interesting thing because I get roped in with commentary community a lot. I don't know what exactly I am, but I don't really know what commentary community is either. Like, I don't know what the point is. So what is the point of commentary? Is it just to remind people that they suck? I mean, like, when you decided to do it yourself, what were you hoping to accomplish with it? Are you just trying to bust balls? Is it more than that? Are you actually upset that you're not getting better content from different realms of the internet? What brought you to doing it, and what is it for you?
I think, to go back to what you started off with, I think primarily all YouTube videos are created with the purpose of entertaining someone.
Yes, of course.
Even if it's an informational video, it's seeking to entertain. That's why it's not written down. It's made to like a visual format. So I think primarily the function of all commentary, included with all YouTube videos, would be to entertain. Inside of that, I'd say everyone has a different reason for doing it. There are so many different types of commentary, so many different tones people can take. I'd say the reason I got into it is because I'd always wanted to be, like on YouTube, probably doing something. I thought it was a nice idea, but I never really had the impetus to.
Yeah.
But around the time I was like, I don't know, in middle school, I watched a lot of YouTube. So by the time I was a freshman in high school, I was kind of entrenched in that world. Like I'd seen a lot of the smaller creators, and I started paying attention to the commentary community, and I liked what they were doing, and I was like, all right, I like this stuff. Maybe I can start doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I remember. I don't know. It was like late 2015. I started watching Leafy, I think. Um, I started watching him for a long.
You
I
were a
watched it for a long
Leafster?
time. Oh yeah, through and through. So I was watching him. I was watching like Pyrocynical. A lot of those types of channels. When Keemstar was like a part of all that drama, I watched him. I watched Grade A Under A. So I mean, overall, I sort of it took me a while to find a genre that I thought I could do well. But
Right.
once I did, I was like, all right, I don't have that many, I was like, I have a lot of free time. Why don't I just do this? So I started doing it. My videos were terrible at first. Donate to my Patreon if you want to see some of my old bad videos.
Good plug.
But
I like it.
yeah. Hell yeah. But like, I don't know. They were terrible at first. I convinced myself they were good so that I wouldn't like give up.
Yeah, we lie to
But
ourselves. That's what we do.
Oh yeah, but they were terrible. I'd say I don't like my videos that much now, but I'd say they're way better than they were then, which is always a good sign.
Well, that's the goal.
Yeah, I just like started making videos. I guess what my goal is.
No. I was saying that's the goal, is just to continue to get better.
Yeah. I get you, but I don't know. I just started making videos because all I was watching at the time was commentary. Really, like I was watching a lot of it. A lot of like Hey Watch Your Mouth was like he was really popular around the time I started. People like him.
Shout out
So
to
I
Nick
was
Cash.
Oh yeah. So I was getting really into it, and I thought it was something I could do, and so I just decided to take a stab at it. It took me a while to get good, and I sort of experimented with different styles and formats.
Yeah.
But I think now I've sort of like settled into my identity. Like last summer, I really sort of found my style in terms of editing and scripting and presentation. I think now I'm pretty happy with where my channel's at. As far as my actual goal, like for the purpose of making commentary videos, was because I wanted to talk to larger commentators and be able to like be part of the community. I think.
Oh, okay.
So like I was watching people like Colossal is Crazy, and I was like, damn, it'd be cool if I could talk to this guy. And now I have a few times. Yeah. So like I don't know. I was like, this is an attainable goal, but I can do within like 2 years.
Right.
And now I've met pretty much all the YouTubers I was watching at the time. So yeah.
Best way to get people talking to you is simply just having an opinion and being brave enough to voice it and talking to and we're lucky we live in the time that we do, that a comment can get you in. Just a simple comment can get you a DM from one of these people that you've liked for so long. It's a very crazy. I couldn't do this shit to like Jennifer Aniston when in the 90s when I wanted to fuck Jennifer Aniston on Friends. I couldn't do that. It's fucking garbage. You have such a leg up. I hate young people. It sucks. Yes, it's all jealousy. I don't give a fuck. No, I find it interesting what you're saying there because I could see that. I could see where you're going with it because in your video with PewDiePie in particular, you really, really went big and deep into the advancement of PewDiePie. And you could really tell you're a big fan of PewDiePie. At least it felt like from that video. Is that fair?
Yeah. Because now I watch like all of his videos now. Yeah, I'm pretty.
You chronicled him so well. You really did a good job with the video as far as chronicling goes. Just like showing the different levels of what PewDiePie was and where he's gone. And you seem to have great admiration for that ability to continue to grow with the internet, with his audience, and you being even younger than he was when he started and getting some sort of semblance of an audience now at this stage, you have an even better ability to kind of capitalize on some of the things that he's been able to do, and that's grow. That ability to just grow up in front of your audience is a huge connecting experience. One of the many reasons why he's been able to be so successful. So with that in mind, are you looking to do the same thing? Are you looking forward to staying on YouTube for a long period of time and watching where things go and continue to challenge yourself to create different content that'll connect with people from that time that you'll be doing it 5-10 years from now? Sorry. Long question.
Well, I don't know. I'd like to do it for a long time. I think if I don't get bored, if I get bored with it, I'll probably just like I don't know, leave for a few months until I become interested again, like
Right.
I do often. But I don't know. I've always had this sort of like impending sense of like doom with like a lot of things in my life,
Would have never have
especially
guessed.
YouTube. Yeah, like I feel like I don't know. I feel like it could like all end tomorrow, even though I know it probably won't. And like I keep trucking every time I upload a video. It does pretty well. I gain at least a few thousand subscribers. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I've you never really know when you're gonna fall off, and I've seen so many people fall off and sort of fade into obscurity. So I think one of the good things about the making of a video for me is not only does it teach me like how to be more efficient at doing it, how to edit things like that. The skills I pick up along the way to make my videos sort of come together. From the visual side to the audio side to writing and things like that. But also I think exploring these people and writing about them teaches me some valuable lessons for what to do and what not to do when I'm making videos. Sometimes I'll rewatch parts of my old videos just to remember like how I felt on that topic, see if I still feel that way, because I think there's a lot to be learned. I think the commentary community is most useful to people who would want to be in the community themselves.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think
Yeah.
I
It's a
think watching
cyclical
those
thing.
videos is most yeah, watching those videos is most beneficial to people who want to be YouTubers. I feel like that's a big part of it.
Because it's kind of like a trial by fire here. We're showing you clear examples every single day of what not to do. Here, use this and become a better YouTube for it. So, I mean, in some ways, you're saying, don't have me make a video on you. You don't want to be the subject of a video of a Turkey Tom piece.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if Turkey Tom makes a video on you, you're done. Is what you're saying. I agree.
Well, I don't know if you have that much sway yet, but the point is, you ain't happy.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's crazy too because now we're coming to this whole new, I don't know. I want to say like paradigm or realm or a shift in what YouTube is becoming. And we talked about this a little bit earlier. I think we did a pretty good job of kind of highlighting that, where your subs don't carry as much weight. I mean, like as far as what people are watching, 100,000, 200,000, even up to 1 million, it's great. But the people who are getting pushed, the people that YouTube are really hitting, are those big fat daddy goddamn channels, and as well as bringing in more and more celebrities. How do you feel about that with YouTube going forward? And then when you see something like what PewDiePie did with DLive, are you starting to think about other places other than YouTube to be long-term solutions?
Yeah, I don't actually know that much about the DLive situation. I saw him promote it in his video, but I haven't heard about any of the controversy around it.
Yeah, there's a little controversy with the Lino.
I get you. But uh, I don't know. I don't think YouTube's gonna go away really, like for a long time. I don't think it will. We're at this point where I think most popular social media platforms that are popular now are so good at what they do that they'll remain popular pretty much indefinitely.
Yeah.
Maybe a few of them will be phased out, like Facebook eventually.
Yeah.
I'm sure no one will use Facebook, and probably Instagram too. But I think Twitter and Snapchat and YouTube are going to remain pretty big for a long amount of time. I feel like they've sort of monopolized the market, and it's very hard to push them out of their place at this point because they have so much control over so many different properties.
What about viable to people like you of your size? And even, hell, fuck people like me of my size, but you who are growing into that next echelon. What do you think it means for your I would say monetization, just ability to make this a job long term? Do you see prospects in that, or are you a little worried?
No, I've never wanted it to be a job long term. I don't think I want to do that. I think being a YouTuber full time would be hell. I don't want to.
It sucks.
I don't want to live that life. Yeah, it seems very stressful and intimidating. Like
if you're depending on it to make a living, it is. It really is.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I don't think I want it to be my job ever. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'd like it to replace like a part-time job for sure.
Yeah.
But I barely make anything off YouTube anyway. Sometimes I make like, I don't know. Are we allowed to disclose our earnings? I think that's fine.
Yeah,
right?
you can talk about whatever you want. It's your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think my most successful month I made like almost 2K.
That's not bad.
And apart from that, like I've barely made any money. Like that's about it. It was like 1 month, and then other than that, either my videos get demonetized or copyright claimed, or something else happens, or I just don't upload those months. I don't know. Something always seems to go wrong. A lot of my videos have been copyright claimed. Probably 80% of my videos are copyright claimed, so I have not made that much money at all on YouTube.
So this is never.
yeah.
So this is never intended to be a job or a money making. This is really just a hobby that whatever. It's a video game in ways. You want to grow. You want to become successful. You want to see those likes and those views on the videos. But this isn't driving your whole world monetarily.
I mean, not really. No, I'm still gonna.
So what are you gonna do for
summer.
a job?
That's the plan.
What's your plan for actual work then?
That's a scary story there. We'll have to get into that in a minute. Once I think about that. But I think the thing, I don't know, it's never been a monetary incentive for me. I won't, like, the views feel nice for sure. Like that's mostly what like keeps me going. I think if I was getting like 100 views a video, I'd probably quit.
Yeah.
And like make another channel or something like that. I think I'd still do YouTube, but I'd be like, all right, Turkey Tom is fucked. We're doing something else now with a better name, hopefully this time. So, all right,
at least you realize it sucks. That's good. That's a good thing.
Dude, you know what I would give to go back in time and change my name to like anything other than Turkey fucking Tom. Like this is never a channel that was supposed to blow up. I never should have like gotten somewhat confident in making videos while I owned this channel and was active on it because it fucked me. How do I tell people my name on YouTube is Turkey Tom? That's a big problem. In real life, if I wanted to tell people that that I had a YouTube channel, I just would not because my name is Turkey Tom. Like that's a big thing.
You really hate this name, man. I fucking love it. I've been able to tell the whole interview. You hate this fucking name, and I love it.
I didn't come right out and say it at first, but yeah, it's fucking awful.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah, I trust me, I feel it more than you do.
Oh, I bet. You gotta live with it. Please continue.
So I don't know. I don't see it ever becoming like a full-time job for me, or even really like. Well, it's not. I don't really do it for money. I have a Patreon if people want to tip me, but I don't think it's really ever going to be a full. I don't know. I think I'm never just going to want to rely on YouTube to support myself. It's too volatile for that. Too many risks involved. Yeah.
It absolutely is. But so is the whole world right now. You know. Shit.
Yeah.
Notre Dame burned down, Tom.
Yeah, I wasn't concerned about. Thought there was a possibility in my mind that I could make my channel a long-term thing until Monkey got his channel deleted. Then I was like, all right, I'm fucked.
You took that hard. You took it real hard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's sad, dude.
It seemed like more from not just from a fan perspective. We know you love Monkey, but it really did seem to take some realization into you. Brought some realization into the world. Like, oh man, I just got my rock on Halloween. This is fucking Charlie Brown bullshit. Here's my fucking rock. I mean,
it's one of those things where you don't until it directly affects you, you're not really intimidated by it.
Right.
And, censorship hadn't really directly affected me that much. I knew it was a problem and I was kind of passionate about it. But once it starts really affecting you, you really start to like feel like, okay, this is important. And so I don't know. I lost a lot of faith in YouTube when he got his channel deleted. I won't lie. I don't know. That sucked so bad. Like. I don't even want to think about what it's like for him.
Oh God, yeah. Well, luckily he's I think he's doing okay. He's getting ready to go on tour with the Boomer Zoomer show, right?
Oh yeah. I'll probably be going to their Boston show. That's not
I might be able to be talked into that. I'm only like 3 hours away.
Yeah, I'm a lot less than that. I'm not gonna dox myself, but I'm pretty close.
Well, you doxed a little bit. Now we had the circles getting tight. It's starting to tighten. They're gonna find you. You're done.
Sooner or later, someone's gonna figure it out.
If you start seeing a rash of turkey murders near your fucking place, just go hide. Just get out of the area. Just go take a vacation.
There's a lot of turkey hunting, actually. A lot of people hunt turkeys.
All right, let's just fucking get it out of the way, man. Why did you pick the name Turkey Tom? I don't know the story. Just tell me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I have to know now. Just tell me.
All right. When I was like a kid at summer camp, I brought like a turkey sandwich to camp, and they gave all the kids nicknames, and they were like, "What you eating there, Tom?" And I was like, "Turkey sandwich." And they're like, "Turkey sandwich for Turkey Tom."
Fucking fantastic.
After I left that camp, nobody called me that But I was like, all right, everyone's forgotten. Let's make that my YouTube name. That was how lazy I was.
Oh my, you know what? I think that's how all fucking names should be made for YouTube. Right there, something you would never expect. No one ever called me this. It wasn't a big thing. Someone said it once to me, made me feel weird in summer camp. That's the name of my YouTube channel. I love it. That's fantastic. All right, let's go to Twitter, man. Let's go see what's going on Twitter. I know we got a lot of questions there. Some good, some bad, some really bad. We'll see. We'll try to separate. And then we'll go to Discord. And if no one's in there, we'll get up out of here. Does that sound good, Mr. Tom? No turkey intended.
Yes, it sounds great.
All right. Detective Deckard, I'm only reading this because it's Detective Deckard, and there's very few people I have more respect for than Detective Deckard. But ask him if he still needs his laundry done. What the fuck? What?
Yeah, I do actually. I'll deliver the boxes to ZD pretty soon, Detective Deckard. It'll all be good.
There you go, Deck. My favorite Croco. Doing duels, Drew. We already talked. Oh no, we didn't really talk about this. Excuse me. What's the best way to deal with backlash on a video? Asks Dueling Duelist Drew. We did talk about it a little bit. You know what? Never mind. That's the same question I asked earlier. Fucking, I can't read. Don't worry about that.
It's okay.
I'm fucking stupid. Okay, Q-Star says, you're like 16, right? Do you want to still be on... Yeah, we just answered that fucking question, too. He doesn't care. If he is, he is. If he's not, he's not. Fucking everybody's stupid. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? That's from Sabricus. Uh-oh. Tom?
Oh, wait, what? Sorry. You cut out for a sec. What did they say?
Sabricus on Twitter asks, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Stupid.
No.
Okay.
No.
The Twitter is disappointing me today. Please subscribe to PewDiePie at John Thick says, how do I be, now, you know what? You're all fucking stupid, and I'm stupid for asking these questions. Okay. Umbreon asks, do you think that once you hit that milestone of 100,000 subscribers, you'll start branching out and doing different types of videos? It's the same fucking question I asked. I enjoy the ones that you do, but it would be nice to see something different for what you should do different. Well, you can figure it out. What the fuck? All right, so this guy basically wants you to do completely different content, and if you can't do it, figure it out. How do you feel?
I don't know. I mean, I've been like saying that I'll be doing like more review style videos for like a year now. I think I'm finally going to do it now.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually working on one. I recorded the audio, so that's good. So I want to, I don't know. I want to make more, I've become more passionate about film and things like that lately. I've been playing more games, which I don't know. I stopped playing games for like 4 years probably. I just didn't care about them, but now I'm like starting to play them a little bit again. So I might make some game reviews. I don't know exactly.
Different channel name, or are you going to go Turkey Tom Reviews?
Nah, it'll be the same. It'll be the same channel. I'll just upload them. Yeah, no, I'm not going to mundane Matt myself.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I mean, I am planning to, stretch out to different types of content. I think I'll always sort of make some sort of commentary as well, but it'll probably change a little bit as it has in the past 8 months. And really the entire time I've been on my channel. So, I'll still make commentary videos forever, I think, in some way, shape, or form. They might just look a little different or have a little bit of a different format.
There you go. Good stuff. This is Dumbass Zoomer at, Quantum Soda. There you go. We already answered that question, basically. When did you start making your videos? We already asked that one, basically. How did you find Mark, and are you friends? This is a weird question, too. How did you find Mark? Is Mark and your friends? That's the actual question.
I think he's saying LS Mark.
Is that what he's saying? Okay, that makes sense.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Yeah, how did you find
LS Mark has... Yeah. I don't know. One of his videos popped up in my recommended, and I was like, "This fucking sucks." And so a month later, another one popped up, and I was like, "Maybe it doesn't suck that bad." So I found his Twitter, and I subscribed to him, and I followed him on Twitter, and I DM'd him, and I was like, "Nice videos." He was like, "Thank you, Turkey Tom." So I don't know. Around the time he released his like video about him copying "I Hate Everything" and talked about me in it, I was like, "Oh shit, he wants to jerk my dick." So I went and I like started talking to him. Metaphorically, not for real, of course. He lives in Ireland, guys. I'm not
There you
gay.
go.
I don't like men. What? I don't
I
like
love
men.
that the
Men
first thing that you
disgust
went to was the distance. It wasn't the fact that the penis was. It wasn't that taking a dick was the problem. It was the distance. I love that. Okay, no
Yeah,
judgment. No
yeah,
judgment.
yeah. I
Get
don't
your
like
Lucky
Irish people.
Charms.
That's the problem. It's that Mick discrimination. I got.
Right. Okay, no wonder.
Yeah.
Why do you still fuck with Tommy? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's pretty Irish, isn't he?
He's pretty
Callahan,
Irish.
isn't that his
Yeah.
name?
A little Irish. Just a tiny
Yeah.
bit. All right. So what happened with that situation with I don't even know who LS Mark is. So what happened with that? So you guys, are you friends now?
Another commentator. Yeah, we're friends. We've been friends for a long time now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like talking to him. How did I become friends with him? I don't know. We just started talking naturally one day. I guess that you become friends with anyone. You find someone you think you'd want to spend time around, or someone you get along with, and you hope that they want to be friends back. That's about it.
These Twitter questions are awful. I apologize for that. You're all terrible on Twitter.
Okay.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Anyone who follows Turkey Tom, what's the matter with you? Fucking awful.
Because I tweeted it out. Probably because I tweeted it out.
Yeah, I think most of these were before that, though. This is actually all my fault. These are most of my degenerates, so that's fantastic. Let's see. Okay, Tales from the Lotus podcast says he disagrees that he sounds like Macaulay Culkin, but his opinion still stands. This is a thing? You apparently sound like Macaulay Culkin?
I don't remember him telling me. I don't know who that is. I don't remember someone telling me I sound like Macaulay Culkin. I think they dreamed this. I think they dreamed that they met me and told me I sound like Macaulay Culkin.
I'm so happy I get to tell you who this is because you'll understand after I describe who they are. I've actually been on this show. They're a Juggalo podcast.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Fucking ICP,
It's fucking amazing, dude. It's fucking incredible. They're good guys, man. They're really good guys. They're a lot of fun.
That's great. In that case, I disavow what I said. I sound exactly like Macaulay Culkin.
Anything for a Juggalo.
I agree with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the BB Storian on Twitter. Has he ever made or seen a video that got backlash that he expected to happen? All right, so basically, have you ever made a video with a certain intention and that video got the exact reaction that you were intending? That's what I'm assuming that question is, which is a good question.
I expected the Digibro one to get that exact backlash. Like I knew that would happen, and I was like, "Oh fuck it, I don't care anyway, whatever." The other one, I think that's it. I think that's the only one where I've really predicted the exact result. Like other times, I'm like either extremely nervous that everyone will hate it, or I think everyone will like it, and then no one likes it, and so that's generally what it is.
Fair enough. Jacob at Primal Entity. This is kind of a dick question. I don't know. It could be certainly considered a dick question. I don't know. How do you not get lost? I guess this is kind of a compliment then. How do you not get lost in the endless sea of YouTubers doing the exact same thing that you're doing?
I think, I don't know. I used to think it was like presentation editing was important, but I don't think that's really important. I think what's important is that you say, I don't know, you have your own way of saying what you're going to say.
Right.
Like your opinions come across as your own, because inevitably, if you mirror the same opinions as the guys on top, maybe you'll become popular for a little bit.
Right.
You'll quickly fizzle out because the guys on top started with that opinion. And if you can't differentiate yourself, then, look at people like Kappa Kaiju. He said the same shit forever, and now he gets like 24K views a channel or a video on like a 150K channel.
Yeah.
Fucking died.
It's the easy way to kill it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's an easy way to the top, I guess, but you're not going to receive a lot of long-term success from parroting what other people say.
No.
Ultimately, as long as you're slightly original, you'll be fine.
Yeah, slight. That's all you need too. Just slight originality.
Sure, for sure.
And that could just come in the matter of your persona. The way that you act, that your delivery. It could be something as simple as that. That's why I hate the whole originality war that's going on right now. Everyone seems to be throwing that around each other. You're not original. Well, you're not fucking original. Neither of you are original. Shut the fuck up. Originality, this kind of drives me crazy, but it kind of goes into the whole narrative, like creating content and all that type of stuff. Because I've always been under the impression, I'm a radio guy, so my impression has always been that you find a format that you like and you find a way to make it your own. That's the best way to at least be happy with what you're making, and then you can make it good from there. You think that's fair, or is that bullshit?
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that for the most part. Yeah, I think that, I don't know, originality doesn't really matter as long as you're not completely ripping off someone. I think it's okay to call it your own. Eventually, if you're not original enough, then you'll die of your own volition. You don't need other people calling you a clone. When you call someone who you think is unoriginal a clone, that just gives them attention, and maybe they'll become the clone of that person. Maybe that's all they'll be known for, but they won't care. Until it fizzles out. So I think, there's sort of a natural selection thing going on where if you're not original enough, you either won't get that popular or last very long.
Yeah, fair enough. Good answer. And final question, we'll get you out of here on this. It's always good to go out on regret. This is a brand new question off of Twitter. Angry Ike Main, Ike Angry on Twitter. What video do you regret the most? Do you have any out there that you wish you could have back? None of the early stuff. Let's not make it too easy. Something recent, something since you started blowing up. Any video you wish you could have back or another shot at or anything like that?
I'm gonna click my channel page just to make sure I don't miss any. I'd say, I don't like these videos. I released a bunch of videos about 9 months ago titled, this is right when I started really taking off. I was like 18K maybe. These 4 problems with videos, and I don't like any of them, and I wish I could just get rid of them. I don't like any of my videos prior to like my first Storytime animator video, which is like, I don't even like that much, but I think it's better than a lot of the shit I've churned out. I don't like any of those videos. Like these 4, like the problems with Reddit, DeviantArt, 4chan, and the problems with your video. I hate all of them. I wish I could redo all of them because I don't know. I was trying so hard to do my own thing and be original, but at the same time I was like miserably failing and just like falling into the mold of like the average commentator who talks about a topic for 10 minutes and gives a basic opinion that's like slightly different from the popular one, but it's not controversial enough to really have a serious discussion. And I don't know, I just don't like them that much.
Fair enough. And then you stopped after that. You changed, you went to a completely different format. So,
Yeah, I was bored with that. I wanted to sort of make my own mark, and I don't know. I don't think what I do now is what I would call more original than what I did then. I think it's about the same, but I think it's, I don't know. I can call it more my own. Like I think it stands out. Like it does something special.
People know when they're watching a Turkey Tom joint. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, for sure.
Fair. So let's ask this and then skedaddle, and you can have the floor. What's the plans for the future? What's coming next? And what else would you like to talk about? If anything that we didn't hit on this interview, or just in general thoughts on whatever, floor is yours. Tell all the kids where they can find you and all that good stuff, Mr. Tom, because no one's in the Discord. I am not a draw. Nobody cares.
Maybe you just got boomers who don't know how to use Discord
Fucking
watching your
boomers.
channel.
Yeah, it might be.
Okay.
It's also
Boomers,
Good Friday. It's noon on a Good Friday. It might also be that.
Perhaps. I don't know. My plans for the future. I've got a lot of ideas floating around in my head, but not a lot of ones that I feel like are worthwhile. So I may take a look at some of. I've been looking at my old scripts recently that I never released, and like I want to fine tune them and maybe release some of those, like make a video with it. But I don't know. Right now. I'm sort of disenfranchised with talking about drama and YouTubers. I want to do something a little different for a while, or at least talking about them the way that I have been. I feel like I've gotten pretty good at doing the whole talk about a controversy for 20 minutes thing. I think I'm pretty solid at that. I think I've done like the PewDiePie one I did, the Just Destiny one, the Monkey Jones one, the YouTubers in Politics one. I think, and probably the Reddit one too. Like all those, I think are really good at doing one thing. So now that I've kind of perfected, I think, that the best I can. I think I want to try to do something
Time to
else.
move on. I like that. I like that. It's always good to find a new thing that you can hone your skill in and become better at it. And it's for that reason I think you'll continue to succeed, man. And hopefully every so often you'll stop by and give us a little update. And I hope you enjoyed the interview today, man.
Sure thing, man. Thanks for having me on.
Much appreciated. All your information is down below. Make sure you guys go check out Turkey Tom wherever you can find him. He's a funny guy, and now that school's starting to wind down, you're going to get more and more videos from him. Thanks a lot, Tom. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yep, thanks, man.
Have a good one, pal. I'm going to put you down with Flannel Dolphin just because. Go to hell, buddy. Go live in hell. Go talk to people. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. It's been a fun one. It's been a good one getting to talk to Turkey Tom. We're going to see how these continue to go. For me, and this is the reason why I went ahead and dumped Turkey Tom, now I always like to go ahead and end the streams by letting everybody know everything that's happening with the rest of the channel as well. So we've got Twitch later on today. More than likely, you can find me on Twitch. I have open calls all the time on Twitch. You want to talk about Turkey Tom? Feel free. You never know. Maybe he'll show up someday and bullshit with me while I'm playing Hearthstone. You guys can get up in there, come talk to me about whatever each and every single day. I don't know if I'm going back today. I got some Soul Crushing Radio podcasts I'm going to record a little bit later on. But after that or before that, we'll see how it goes. So make sure you're checking out everything down below and everywhere that you can find me. But most importantly, go check out Turkey Tom. Fantastic creator. Good dude. And I think a bright star going forward into YouTube in the years to come. So go check him out. Thank you so much, Turkey Tom, for coming on today. And don't call him Turkey Tom. He doesn't like it. We will see you next time right here on Dead on Dave live on YouTube. Check me out everywhere. Keep it copious, folks. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends like the people who do all my graphics, thumbnails done by Donna Danny, most graphics done by GunCannon, Frame, Lord Vega, and this outro by Dueling Duelist Drew. Peace.